And it's going to be a great movie that we're going to start filming in July, around probably the end of July, August. And hopefully by next year, we'll be doing a world premiere.
That's what's up. Now, what's the concept of the movie?
Well, his concept is more so like a David and a Saul. I'm just going to leave it at that. A contemporary David and Saul story in the Bible.
All right, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Well, we all torn up about this project right now because it's just killing it.
I need you to be torn up.
That's what's happening. Now, this song, Torn Up, what's the concept? What was the move behind this song?
Man, well, first of all, Tim and Bob are some of the greatest masterminds there are out there. We've been knowing them for a long time. They're from Detroit, Michigan as well, so we've been knowing them since we were like teenagers.
All right.
But when Tim played me the track, it was just very emotional. We was like, you know, what we always try to find out what if we can come from another angle of lyrically standpoint, production stand-wise or whatever that people haven't heard. And we was like, okay, we always singing songs about, you know, glorifying, lifting God. It's always you know, from us to God. We always do a song, you know, about how we're expressing our worship or how we feel about God. And we were like, well, what if we did it reverse? What about a song, you know, the word from God to the people? And that's what we came from, that standpoint about how God feels, you know, about when we walk away from the relationship, when we walk away from, you know, the marriage or the commitment that we committed to him, and how he would feel if he was able, you know, if he would express himself on our level in this language of today. And that's what we came up with, Torn Up.
Torn Up.
Yeah.
Well, it's doing this thing, man. I love that song. I mean, the moment the track dropped, I was like, oh, I love this one. I didn't hear not one word. You know what I'm saying?
I'm thinking about doing a video on that one. I'm really thinking about doing a video for that.
Well, I really think you should. And make sure you call me so I can come stand on the side or something.
Don't play.
See, I done said it now. Everybody know now. You know what I'm saying? They done heard it.
It's documented.
Okay.
It's documented. There you go.
Right.
That's what's up. All right, well, we're going to blaze this right here on Honor and Glory Radio. Damita Haddon on the line from the Detroit, Motor City to ATL, Hotlanta.
Yeah.
She's doing it, man. No looking back. The project is blazing. If you don't got it, go out there and get it. I admonish you to go out there and get it. We're going to jump into this right here. Torn Up. Honor and Glory Radio.
Tell me what you know about
Honor and Glory Radio. Honor and Glory Radio. HonorandGloryMusic.com.
This is an Honor and Glory exclusive interview.
From Detroit to ATL. From DC to ATL. No Looking Back is the project. Go out there and get it. Damita Haddon killing it right now with the project, the CD release of No Looking Back. You still hanging out with us, sis?
I'm here.
Now, see, you were saying something about some pizza a little earlier.
You know what? That's what I thought about. As I was saying that, I was thinking like, dude, oh man, my pizza.
So I got to get this over with so I can get my pizza on.
Right.
Look at your girl. Oh man, Torn Up. I mean, I thank God that I've not experienced, at least I don't think, and maybe I have, correct me if I'm wrong, God, that kind of that prodigal son, walk away, you just walk away from God for a minute.
Not that chronic.
Yeah,
right.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Now,
right.
Maybe I was prodigal before I even came to God, and God, waited for me until I came. Maybe that's still the example of a prodigal son. But that song right there, that's a powerful song right there. I mean, because it really does effectively convey the emotions and the sentiments of God. Mm-hmm. And you can open up scriptures and hear God's heart. And on that song, you can certainly hear God's heart.
Absolutely.
Torn up about his children.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
and even though he may not necessarily need, because I had somebody say, well, when lyrics when it said I can't find you and I need you, just like God don't need you.
Right.
God doesn't need anybody.
Exactly.
But at some point in time, there is a call and a mandate on each one of our lives.
Yes.
And he's looking for that to be fulfilled. What he say? His word will not return unto him void.
That's right.
So he needs us to be in place. He needs us to be in right standings. He needs us to be in fellowship and communion and hold up our end of the bargain.
That's right.
So that other people can be blessed, because it's bigger than us. It's never about us.
That's right.
Even when in God using us, it's never about us. It's about reaching somebody else.
And now, so what would you say to that person right now that's walked away from God, got hurt by the church, because that's a many of us, or and then take it out on God, of course, and just don't want nothing to do with Christians and y'all fake, hypocrites, the whole nine. What would you say to that person right now who's going through that moment, that
the person that was going through that? First of all, we know right there that's mainly one of the number one reasons why people feel that they need to walk away from God, is because of someone else, because of another situation, because they've been offended, because they've been hurt by someone that they had confidence in. My thing is, I tell people, put no confidence in flesh.
That's right.
Put no trust in in man. My thing is, this is about you and God. It has nothing to do about anybody else. God didn't do the thing to you. The person, and matter of fact, it wasn't even a person. It was the enemy using that person to cause a wedge, to cause you to separate you from the love of God. But you got to realize, I need you to get back in there. I need you to recommit yourself to God, not to man, not to a church, not to a person. I need you to recommit, refocus, and regain that reestablish that relationship and that connection with God, and let Him talk to you, let Him groom you, let Him nurture you, let His glory be revealed in your life. Amen. And don't allow anyone, anything, any circumstance or situation to ever separate you from that again.
Amen. That's what's up. No looking back. What was the sentiment that you were trying to convey on that project, on this project?
This song, we didn't even know it was going to be the actual name of the record or even the single at the time when I wrote it. I was just sitting at home and God just downloaded the melody and the lyrics to the hook right in my head, and I started singing around the house just over and over and over and over, and the verses came later. But it was just to encourage. It was actually God encouraging me. God literally sang that song to me and encouraged me to say, Damita, get up from here. Whatever, don't allow, your insecurities, don't allow your fears to hold you back. Don't allow it to delay the promise that I have spoken over your life. Because I was at a place where I was like, Lord, what do you want me to do? And I'm sure everybody's been at that place where you look at where you could have been, what you wanted to do, the coulda, shoulda, wouldas, those possibilities of and you may not have accomplished them and reached them as of yet. Right. And I was at that place. So I was searching. I was like, God, what am I to do next? And that's when those lyrics began to come. And I was like, well, I know if it blessed me, if you sang this to me and blessed me, certainly it's going to bless other people. And the story just began to unfold in the verses, just picking up from where you are. Yeah. Even if it's a state of being still, picking up from where you are and just keep walking, keep moving, keep walking.
Amen. Amen. No looking back is the project. So if people are trying to get in contact with you, want to bring you out to a show, I mean, I know, you're worldwide and all that, and so it should be really, really easy. But just for that small percentage of people who don't know, how can they get in contact with you?
Well, you can reach me at Manhattan Entertainment. Actually, it's Manhattan, like man, and then my last name Haddon, Haddonent, in short for entertainment. Manhattan ENT@yahoo.com. Okay. Because when I come to MySpace, it's so many people that, take your pictures and you don't know which one. Right. Mine says the real Damita.
I think yours says the real Damita, right? Yeah.
And so I just tell them, just email me or go to Facebook. And it's just me, Damita Haddon on Facebook. Okay. And, and that's how you get me.
There it is. Well, I'm again, so glad you took the time out to hang up with us right here on the show, Honor and Glory Radio. I know you're from, running from Detroit to Atlanta and back and forth and left and right and up and down. But certainly whenever you got something going on, let us know about it. We want to shout it out right here on the show. We want you to come through, hang out with us right here on the show. And,
let me know when.
So we can get them callers to call.
Y'all some pizza.
There it is. See, it's official. See, it's documented.
And bring Deacon Dirty some wings.
Uh-oh.
Hey, bring a lot, because I'm a big dude.
He can eat a lot of wings now. That's what we're trying to say. That's what's up. Well, look here. We want to jump into the song No Looking Back, the title track off the project. It's blazing. I love it. You know what? I tell you, let's jump into it. Honor and Glory Radio, your boy G Wade, Damita Haddon, holding it down, doing what she do, big time, representing the name that's above all names, Jesus Christ. Y'all stick around, cause there's no looking back right here, y'all.
know about
Honor and Glory Radio. Honor and Glory Radio. HonorandGloryMusic.com. HonorandGloryMusic.com.